Hey folks, Coach Patrick here, Endurance Nation, back with another Outseason podcast video. And this time around, I'm talking specifically about Outseason on two wheels. That's right, I'm talking about our brand new Outseason program for cyclists. And I want to tell you sort of how we got here, which is that many of our athletes are moving beyond the multi-sport space and are starting to explore other events. This past year, we had 8 people do the Leadville mountain bike race. We had lots of people do some epic gravel races, from the Belgian waffle ride to Dirty Kanza, to races in Iceland. Like, I don't even know the name of that thing is, but it looks amazing. The pictures look like movie posters. And so our athletes are spending more and more time on two wheels, and they still want to be fit. They want to be successful in the sport that they've chosen, but it's not the same degree of complexity as a traditional multi-sport plan. So as a cyclist, you need to be ready for your season regardless of the distance, whether it's something like, crit racing or road racing or Grand Fondos, all the way up to the ultra distance. And the good news is that our early season training is actually not very different. The variation in terms of where you go specific to your event happens after you lay the foundation for your cycling fitness. And we've definitely cracked the code on that over time here inside Endurance Nation. The way we do that is with our Outseason training program, which is 14 weeks long, and it's broken specifically into 3 different cycles for our athletes. Each phase is designed to make you stronger and get you more prepared for the next. So I'll tell you all about these 3 phases right now. So just in general, before I dive into that, the Outseason program has cycling workouts in it for you. It's got functional strength workouts. It's got core strength workouts. It's got specific days off as well, and opportunities for cross training. So more than enough training for you to kind of nail it in as you want. All of our Outseason cycling programs come with access to workouts both on Zwift and on Trainer Road. You may choose to use Zwift just to train with the team. Many of us ride on Zwift in the races and events that are out there, but you can also use the created manual workouts and just load it right up into your Apple TV or your laptop, whatever, and then do that special workout right in erg mode, whatever you want, right? So there's no excuses. We've got you covered. So if you think about each of these 3 phases, what are we doing? So first and foremost, our goal across the entire Outseason for cyclists is to make you stronger as a cyclist. And I think traditionally in our world, we look at that from the prism of functional threshold work, your ability to do work at functional threshold power. If we can raise your power, we can make you strong. If we can make you fast, then we can add the FAR on top of it. So we'll do an example from miles per hour. If last year riding around town, you used to ride around town at 18.5 miles an hour, and that was your jam, and you could do that all day long, our goal is to get you in a place where this year you can be riding 20 miles an hour around town, and that's your jam at that same effort. And the way that we do that is we make you much stronger and much faster earlier in the season. We raise the left-hand side of that graph, and then by definition, all of the other paces, all of the other effort levels, if we can get your 5-minute and 20-minute power up, then your 30-minute, 40-minute, 60-minute, 90-minute, 2-hour power will also subsequently be up. In other words, a rising tide lifts all boats. And so what's great about the Outseason is that we can do a lot of really focused work because we have plenty of time to rest between workouts. And we get to do work that's not compromised by your traditional cycle of going off on weekends and racing, or having other events come up in the summer. Like, summer's a great time to train. Sometimes the weather's not great. Sometimes it's crowded. Sometimes you have family events. But generally speaking, in the winter, we're pretty locked down. We have our pain cave, or perhaps your own special training space, wherever that may be. We can be really focused, and we can really dial into that workout. And we don't have to think about, what are the downstream effects of this workout related to my event on Saturday, or what's going on this weekend, etc. All we have to focus on is really crushing this workout. And that specificity allows you to not only do some great work, but also recover from that work as well, and then see the benefits. And the goal here, stack it across 14 weeks, 3 of these phases, 5 weeks, 5 weeks, and 4 weeks. Those 3 phases in there, the 5 is 4 work, 1 rest, then 4 work, 1 rest, then 3 work, 1 rest. And every rest week is a test week. It's an opportunity for us to make you really stronger, right? So as we think about what it means to be successful across the Outseason, we've structured things such that you'll be doing a variety of different work to challenge your threshold strength and make you stronger. So in the first phase, we're doing some build interval workouts. We don't quite know what your power, your top end is. So you've got some build workouts where you go from about 90% of estimated power or effort up to 110%. So you got some build efforts there on your Tuesdays. Your Thursdays are more traditional straight sweet spot work, which is about 90% just below your functional threshold power, which allows us to build some resiliency and strength there. On the weekend, we have some more quality interval work. And then on the next day, on the Sunday, we've got more steady state endurance, sometimes tempo, depending on the ability level you choose. The idea being we've got 2 quality workouts. I put them in like the 6 to 7 out of 10 being hard range, and then endurance on the weekend. We go through that for 4 weeks, we test, we come back. And then next phase 2, it specifically focuses on VO2, or the ceiling of your fitness, right? If you want to raise, the roof. If you want to raise the ceiling of your power, the threshold power that is your ceiling, we got to raise the roof. We go outside, we raise the roof and the VO2. We do 2 types of VO2 workouts. Tuesdays tend to be shorter and harder. I think 30-second intervals, etc. 10-second, 20-second intervals. The Thursdays are longer. They tend to be more in the 3, 4, and 5-minute range. So equally challenging. Definite difference in terms of the percentages of effort we're using, but working opposite sides of that same energy system, which is super high-end VO2 work. Okay, so it's not explosive, it's not sprint power, but it's that high-end work that's substantially higher than your threshold power. It's going to make room for us to come back to threshold later. On the weekend, we have what we call our Cruise and Crush ride, which has become a staple on Zwift. In fact, we have a Saturday and Sunday version as events on Zwift now, where it's basically steady state riding, and depending on the course we're on, we will attack a KOM or a sprint point. Sprints are anywhere from 30 to 40 seconds long, and the KOMs can be anywhere from 3 to 6 or 7 minutes long. They're the perfect weekend experience for that. You can ride them as hard as you want. You can follow the workout and do it to a letter, or you can do it on Zwift with a team and ride as hard as you want, etc. Have fun on Zwift. And then the following day is more of a steady state endurance workout, a chance to recover from the hard work you've done in a week and move on, right? And then that third and final phase, that's where things start to come back together again. We start moving towards our traditional threshold work. We do it in 2 different ways. We've got sort of shorter threshold work that we do on the one side as we think about Tuesdays, how can we do shorter, longer, more sustained threshold work. And then on Thursdays, we'll do shorter versions of the threshold. We'll break it up. It's a similar amount of work. We make it more manageable and digestible by breaking it down. And we continue to keep the higher end work up on the weekends, including some quality tempo work as we prepare you for the test and for the other work coming out later in your season. So the idea being that by the time we get through our 3rd test, which is going to be from week 5 to week 10 to week 14, by the time we get to that week 14 test, we've got you in a place where you can be super strong, super effective, and you're ready to move on. It's only 14 weeks, it's 3.5 months, but what it's going to do is set you up for either an early season race that you've got going on, and those gravel races are early, let's face it, or even that later season race. Now, for those of you who are not ready to get going just yet on the cyclist stuff, we do have our balanced durability plans, which operate the same way to keep you focused. And you can still train with us and have fun with us on Zwift, like your teammates who also are going to be cycling next year. But you can defer some of that hard work until January and the new year when you're ready to kick things off with that new resolution. If you've got questions, hit me up on Facebook. That's facebook.com/Endurance Nation. I'll be happy to answer them for you. Otherwise, I encourage you to create your trial membership here on the team. Get started. We've got 30-day money-back guarantee. I'll be excited to talk to you and get your planning, and we'll go from there. All right? Take it easy, folks. I'll talk to you soon.